Welcome back from lunch. Thank you so much for all of your patience getting everyone signed up for Pro Team. Next on the agenda, we are going to talk about musicality. So music is a powerful tool for you as a group fitness instructor. Music has the ability to make you feel a certain way. It can make you happy, it can make you sad. It can increase your energy level or maybe calm you down and get you ready to go to sleep. Also, you can use music to elevate your heart rate or lower your heart rate depending on the beats per minute used. So that's pretty cool. And Turbo Kick Live, like many other group fitness formats, is choreographed not only to the beat or pulse of the music, but also to the 32 count musical phrase. The 32 count phrase is so important to you as an instructor. I can't stress this enough. That's where the fluidity in your class comes from. One movement is going to flow smoothly into the next, and your participants are able to anticipate change because the music's guiding them. So whether you realize it or not, or whether they realize it or not, subconsciously all of that's going on, and they're being guided and driven by that beat and by the music. But that's such a cool thing. It's going to make teaching class so much simpler. It's going to make you incredibly easy to follow as an instructor. And your class participants are going to be able to anticipate that change and know to move on to the next move at the appropriate time, so things will go smoothly there. And also, it ensures that the choreography and the music go together flawlessly. So we talked about it in Pro Team, but your music and your choreography are married together, meaning that they can't be separated. You can't swap out different choreography for different music or vice versa. They're made to go together, and it helps with all of that fluidity and flow and smoothness in your classes. So we're going to talk about 4 things that you as an instructor need to know about music or musicality. We're going to discuss the beat, the 8 count, the downbeat, and the 32 count phrase. So let's talk about the beat. The beat is just that regular pulse in music. So if you find yourself tapping your toe while you're listening to the radio, well, guess what? That's the beat. Pretty simple, right? Next, we're going to talk about the 8 count. In your instructor manual, this is also referred to as a measure. It's just 8 beats or 8 regular pulses. Next, we're going to talk about the downbeat. It's the first beat in an 8 count. And more importantly, it's the first beat in that 32 count musical phrase. The downbeat doesn't just come from anywhere. It's that first beat, it's heavily accented in the music, and it's what feels right to move on. It's actually incredibly awkward and hard to move off of the downbeat. Next, we're going to talk about the 32 count phrase. It's 4 8 counts or measures, a total of 32 counts. It's heavily accented in the music, meaning that you can feel that buildup and anticipation and hear the change. The downbeat of the 32 count phrase is your most important beat. So we're going to be going through a couple of drills as a group just to cover all of these and make sure everybody's got the basics down pat. So if you'll stand up with me, we're just going to start off by counting to the beat, okay? So I'm going to play some music, and we're all just gonna march.
Welcome to Turbo.
So stand up and march. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Count with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So I think we've got that one. Pretty simple, right? Right. So let's move on to a drill to go over the 8 count phrase and how to distinguish between those. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off marching and counting, and then we're going to be still and quiet on the alternate. So here we go. We'll march and I'll tell you when to count. Here we go, count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, still. Now march, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, still. Now count with me, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fantastic. So you guys have that down pat. You are pros. Now we're going to move on to a drill to work on the downbeat, or that first beat in the 8 count. So what we're going to do is we're going to stomp and clap our hands on the downbeat and then be quiet. So we're going to say 1, and then that's it. 2, and then that's it. Okay, so here we go. March it out. Get ready, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fantastic. All right, relax, march it out. And last but not least, we are going to go over a drill that's going to cover the 32 count phrase. So what we're going to do, I'm going to play music, and we are going to count it out, and we're just going to hold up our fingers and say 1, and then we're going to say 2, and then 3, and then 4 on those first 8 counts to distinguish for that 32 count phrase. And remember, there's 4 8 counts, so we will start over again at 1 after that 4th 8 count or measure. We gotta wait for it. I want you to think about that accent. I want you to hear it, feel it. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 2, 3, 4. Listen. Fantastic. So we have one more drill that we're gonna go over, and I like to save it for last because it's a little bit awkward. We're gonna go back to one more thing that we're gonna focus on the downbeat. So instead of a march, we're gonna do a grapevine, and we're gonna start off doing it correctly on that downbeat, on that count of 1, and then we're gonna try to do it on the count of 2 and see how that feels, just so that you can see what it would be like for your class participants if you weren't on the downbeat. So here we go. March it out and get ready for that grapevine. Grapevine, go. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fantastic. All right, so march it out. We're gonna try and go on 2. Here we go, if you can. 1. Oh, it just feels so weird. How awkward is that, right? All right, march it out. Just so we feel right, grapevine on 1. Good. Yes. All right, that feels so much better. March it out.
Oh, yeah!
Fantastic. So that covers the basics. If that's not something that comes naturally to you, it's totally okay. I promise, if you go home and you practice these drills, it will become second nature before you know it. So next we're going to talk about cueing with the music and what that means and how we do that. So when we cue, we want it to be at the exact right time. If it happens too soon, then your class participants can tell that it's not the right time to change. They don't know what to do. Things get kind of awkward. And if it's too late, then they can't change in time. They won't be on the downbeat. So you can see that cueing on that downbeat and cueing for the downbeat and cueing at exactly the right time is incredibly important. So in the 8 count, we cue on the count of 5. So 5, 6, 7 are spent saying your cue. You should be finishing up by 8 and ready to start that new move on the count of 1. So we've come up with a fantastic, super easy, super catchy way to practice your cueing. And it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the count of 5, we say, now I start to cue. 1, 2, 3, 4, now I start to cue. 1, 2, 3, 4, now I start to cue. 1, say it with me, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, now I start to cue. All right, fantastic. So we're gonna do one more quick drill together as a group. Everybody stand up. we're gonna go through a couple of the warm-up moves. So we're just gonna start out with a double squat and cross, double squat and cross, and we're just gonna start off saying 1, 2, 3, 4, now I start to cue. So we will change that eventually to 1, 2, 3, 4, double squat with cross. And then to get super crazy, we are going to add in the hook. So we'll transition from those two, and I just want you to practice cueing with me. You don't have to do it on your own. We're just gonna do this as a group. We're all gonna say it out loud. It's gonna be fantastic. So here we go. I'm gonna start the music over.
Welcome to Turbo.
So jump rope. Let's pretend that we're gonna start that class, and we're just finishing our shoulder rolls. All right, here we go. Double squat with cross. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now interchange that with now I start to cue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I start to cue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I start to cue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I start to cue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. All right, so you get it. Now we're gonna add double squat with cross. Next time, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, double squat with cross. 1, 2, 3, 4, double squat with cross. 1, 2, 3, 4, double squat with cross. Keep it going. And we're gonna change that up with the hook. And you're also gonna change that move to the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's the hook. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, double squat with cross. 1, 2, 3, 4, double squat with hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, double squat with hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, double squat with hook. Fantastic. You did such a good job. So that gave us an opportunity to all practice together. Now, we're gonna break up into smaller groups of about 5 or 6. And we're all gonna go through this again. I'm gonna give you some opportunity to practice cueing, working with the mic, and everyone is going to get a turn being the instructor.